Hey, this is Scott, and today I want to introduce the affordable Airo audio accessory line from K-Tek. So K-Tek is a pretty established and trusted name in the Boompole and audio accessory industry, and a little while back they introduced the Airo line, which is a more affordable line of audio accessories and a Boompole that is targeted more towards the entry-level or beginner user, but they still punch way above their price. There are quite a few products in this line, and you can get them either in a kit or individually depending on what your needs are, so I'm just going to go through and introduce them one by one. In no particular order, first up is the Boompole. For most people, this will be probably the most exciting in this kit because it really stands out from the competition. It's quite solid, but it's very lightweight. It's actually lighter than pretty much all of the competition, and around the same length, if not longer in some cases. The actual quality is easily at or above the level of the other poles, no matter the brand, and it's under $100. It's not cabled, but it can be cabled, and everything from the grip to the knuckles all feel really nice. Next up, let's move on to the shock mount. I'd say this is another part that really can't be argued with in terms of quality versus price. The rubberized shock mount works as it should, and the quality of the plastic is definitely solid, yet again, lightweight. The tightening arm works smoothly and tightens securely, and it has a push button to reposition it if you need to. There's a screw thread adapter included for different sized screws, and once again it's cheaper than a lot of the competition. It's advertised as being compatible with the Rode NTG series of microphones, which range between 19 and 22 mm in diameter. This Sennheiser MKE600 is 20 mm, and it's a bit of a tight fit, so I would imagine it would be a little bit of a struggle with anything larger, but it definitely will hold your mic securely, which is the most important point. So while we're still on the whole Boompole setup, let's talk about the Boompole holder. This is actually not incredibly cheap, and there are lots of cheaper no-name alternatives on the market, but the Airo is really solid, and it's a perfect, secure, and gentle padded fit for the Airo Boompole. If it's in your budget, I'd highly recommend this over the cheaper options. It's a simple design, you just slide it into the grip head of a C-stand, and the Boompole just sits in here holding itself in place by gravity. As long as you make sure to face this in the right direction, with the lower support in front, you'll be good to go. Two more accessories that really don't need much explanation are the kit bag and microphone cable. The kit bag again is not incredibly cheap compared to some of the other items in the kit, but it is very nice quality and holds all of these components so you can bring them with you easily, which is always a good thing. The XLR cable is a 25-foot cable, and it's a very good price at just around $25. If you don't yet have a cable for your setup, I think it would be a great choice to go with the rest of the kit. If you'll be recording outside and you don't yet have a fuzzy windscreen for your mic, yep, they've got that too. The Airo fuzzy windscreen comes in cheaper than the name brand options, and it fits mics up to 22.5 mm in diameter, and it has an interior length of 22.1 cm to fit a range of different sized microphones. In terms of quality, it feels good, and it performs exactly the same as my Sennheiser branded version in terms of stopping wind noise. Last but not least, they even have a small mixer bag for small recorders like the Zoom F4, which I have here. This comes in at just under $100, and it has separate side and bottom zippers to reach your inputs, outputs, and things like the battery and card compartments. There's a clear shield which covers your opening on top, and that simply sticks in place with Velcro. And there are also some Velcro straps on the top to loop in through your recorder and hold it in place. The front side of the bag has some straps on the outside where you can clip things like wireless receivers, and of course, there's a removable shoulder strap. The outside of the bag is semi-hard, which gives you nice protection and allows it to more or less stand on its own. It is a bit of a tight fit for the F4, but it works as it should. So while each of these things definitely do have their appeal and their value individually, you can get them in a kit with all of the basics, the Boompole, the bag, your shock mount, your windscreen, and a cable, all for $250, which is $35 less than you would get it for if you bought them all individually. That gives you a really good start to get a great audio setup for things like YouTube videos, interviews, and a whole lot more. I do wish that the Boompole holder was also included in that kit, because for those situations like I just explained, an interview or a YouTube video, you're going to have the person sitting and talking for a bit longer, and a Boompole holder will definitely help out quite a lot. So I wish it was in there, but of course you can still buy it separately. So overall, obviously, I would strongly recommend this to anybody who's watching this video, either the kit or some of the individual products. They're going to be a really great way to get you started, especially if you're a beginner, and you want to kind of get your audio set up for YouTube videos, interviews, short films, things like that, this is going to be a really great way to get started at a really great price. The quality versus price here is just absolutely incredible. You're going to be getting not only just something that will work as a beginner, but something that you could use for quite a while. The quality is definitely high enough that you'll be able to use it happily for more than just, you know, your beginner time. So it's not wasting money on this at all. The price is going to be as good as or better than any competitive product on the market anyway, and it's definitely going to keep you happy. Even if you already have a higher end Boompole or other stuff in your kit, this is going to be a great backup Boompole, or, you know, a secondary Boompole, something that you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on, but it will be great to have with you if you need it. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down below. If you like this video or find it helpful, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more in the future, and as always, thank you for watching.